It's more confusing than Inception, harder than an erection. It's cooler than Andre 3000. Oh, let's get ready for Sweet Connection.
Hello and welcome to Sweet Connection. I'm here to chat with me today. Jason Lewis. Jason, hello. You are looking... Sorry, I spoke over you there, but oh well.
I said hello.
What I was going to say is that you look very very warm and comfy in your... what is that, a sweater?
No, we're not American, you prick. It's just a jumper.
Or is that a cardigan? Are you wearing a cardigan?
No, because a cardigan has buttons down it.
So what is that called?
A jumper.
That looks a bit too formal to be a jumper.
It's just a jumper.
I would describe that as a sweater.
It's a knitted jumper.
It's a knitted sweater.
A sweater is the American term for a jumper.
Right. I'm not sure why you need it for this room, because I'm getting a sweat on now.
Yeah, you'll be a sweater in a minute.
Yeah, I'm boiling hot.
I've got a t-shirt underneath, so...
Why do you have that? It's so hot in here.
Yeah, but it's not hot out there, and I haven't been in this room all day, have I? I've been out there all day. So...
Anyway, it's been a while since our last show.
Beard's looking alright.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because last time you said that my beard was patchy.
Yeah, there's still one patch left, but the rest of it's pretty great.
Oh,
right, okay. If you look that way, yeah, you've only got one patch.
Okay, but if I turn the other way, then I've got two patches.
Yeah.
But that's less than it was before.
Yeah. What do you think of mine? I've got mine trimmed today.
Yours is what I aspire to be. Like,
Who would have thought that, eh?
There's one feature.
I must have taken some dodgy drugs during the first lockdown, because this has come from that, I think. I had a beard before that.
Yeah, you sort of had like a David Brent beard, didn't you?
Yeah, but
just
now
like a sort of goatee.
It's alright now, isn't it?
Okay.
I might have a goatee from Movember, because I get told I look like Rafa Benitez.
I see where they're coming from.
Okay.
Because this has taken so long for me to grow, I'm not going to shave it off just for a moment. Actually, no, this has taken 6 weeks.
See, the thing is...
Because I shaved it off when we did the fancy dress pub.
Yeah. The thing is, I mean, my barber sorts mine out, hence why mine always looks so defined. When was the last time you went to a hairdresser's?
I haven't been to the hairdressers since about 6 or 7. So
yeah, exactly. So you don't have a specialist to sort your beard out, I do.
Well, yeah, but surely...
Are you any good at trimming it and defining it?
I just trim my neck hairs. I don't do anything up here.
See, that's what you need to do.
But you can't make any hair grow where there's no hair, can you?
But I said my beard was patchy as hell. Then I went to a barber and he said, no, it's fine. You just haven't cut it the right way. And then he'd done something and then it's like this. So for you, they would probably trim at the bottom, or at the middle of that patch there. So it will, there, on your neck. And then it will look, then it won't be there. And probably the same on the other side. And you only have that patch there and they probably trim it down. So go to a barber's, treat yourself. Grow your hair out for about 6 months.
6 months?
Well, I've never seen your hair longer than that. So go treat yourself. It's 20 quid. So just...
Oh, well, not for 20 quid. Sorry, I've already decided
you could probably
I'm not
go
going to do
cheaper,
this.
but a bond between a man and his barber is sacred. Right? My barber was off sick today, and it took me a good 15 minutes to prepare myself and go in and use someone else. And it turns out he actually done a really good job.
Okay, fair enough. So what else have you been up to this since we last spoke?
What have I done? I went cycling.
Yep.
I played squash with you last night. No?
On Tuesday.
Night.
Tuesday. 2 days ago.
I played football. Got dropped from football. Not in the squad anymore.
Okay, so you want to talk about the football?
I don't particularly want to talk about it, but you want me to talk about it.
I want you to talk about it.
Start the new season. We've opened 2 games of the season. I played in both. We lost both. I would argue, not particularly my fault, although I've watched both games back, and maybe 2 or 3 goals probably could have done better on.
What, per game?
Yeah. I busted my little finger in one of those games. Yeah, just nothing bad. It was just swollen and
your little finger. Okay, I suppose for a goalkeeper that would be quite.
So I didn't play a game. Plus, it was a cup game, so they went with the cup goalkeeper. So I sat out that week, and they won the cup game convincingly, and their goalkeeper had a blinding game, which is fair enough. If it was the other way around, and I played a game and was blind, and I didn't play the next game, I'd be fuming. So they kept that keeper in for that league game. They won, and he had a really good game. So he stayed in the squad for the next game. They won. He had a good game. And now he's in the squad for the next game. And now I'm the cup goalkeeper.
Okay, so
and I
they've
don't know
won
when the next cup game is.
So they've won 3 games in a row.
Yeah. And whilst I've been in goal, they lost 2 games. We played 5. lost 2, won 3, and I was in the.
Thought that you had played for them for ages.
Yeah,
for
but
years.
this is the new season.
Okay.
This is the new season.
But the last full season you played wasn't particularly great for the team, was it?
Well, it was hit by COVID, weren't it? I went on a good
No,
run.
but the last full season that you played, or the last before COVID.
I didn't play for them before COVID.
Do you not?
No. I only 1 or 2 games as a trial.
Oh, okay.
And I kept clean sheets in them. So, yeah, I'm out the squad and they keep winning. And I went to the last game to show my support because, to be fair, it's a nice morning. And the goalkeeper made a really good save, and I'm our goalkeeper, and I'm sat there clapping, like smiling behind the tears. Like, it was a really good save.
So is he taller than you? Is he more agile than you?
I think he's bigger than me.
Yeah.
Not in terms of height, but he's more
broader.
Yeah, more strength about him. He's got a monster kick on him as well.
I thought that your kick was quite good.
Yeah, it's all right, but his is even better. Like, mine is like I can get it past the halfway line. He can get it on the edge of the opposition box from a goal kick. Like, he's got we got different aspects. So I'm quite good. My handling's quite good. My shot stopping's quite good. My distribution's all right. But then there's other things that he's stronger in. Like I said, like his kicking's better. And he's got a good dive on him and all that sort of stuff. So, to be fair, from a football point of view, it's nice to have 2 goalkeepers. From my point of view, it's a load of fucking bullshit. We have a YouTube channel as well for our games.
Yeah.
And news about me being a podcaster came out. And that's where I messaged you, because we say a lot on this show. I'm quite offensive and quite nasty. And I had to backtrack and make sure we didn't say anything bad about the players or the team on the podcast. And I'm almost certain we have. I could just listen to the show back, but who's got time for that? So I'm now waiting for the day that someone brings it up and says, "You said this about me on the pod." But anyway,
it's not about one individual person. At no point
have you said
Gary's
a fucking wanker.
Yeah, he's shit. All right.
So anyway, news came out to me about being a podcaster. So for our latest YouTube video match, they asked me to be the commentator. So now
really?
I don't play, but I'm the commentator. But the game they asked me to comment on was the last one I played in. We were lost badly. So yeah, I'm just I'm like the tea lady that's been promoted to kitman, masseuse. Yeah.
Seems that you're just a natural broadcaster.
I think so. Next step is TV.
You've done some things on the radio. You've done some other podcasts within Felixstowe. So,
Have I?
You went on that Felixstowe podcast. Remember the one that I was taking the piss out of you?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I'm not sure what it was called. But
No. Yeah. I'd love to be on TV. I want to host a property program. Wouldn't that be sick? Like, a place in the sun.
Please get me a job.
Yeah,
just as
a place in the sun. Jason.
Just as like a runner or making teas or something.
You'll be the guy that.
I'll be your personal assistant.
Yeah, my runner.
I'll be your runner.
I'd abuse you. I'd be like, no one.
Don't think you would you, Jason?
Do you know what I was going to say?
What are you going to say? Go on. Stop touching my fucking leg with your slipper.
I just want to get close to you. I was going to say Jimmy Savile.
Anyway, moving on. What's happened since we last did the show? You came round along with some mutual friends and new people. Came round the house to break the house in with somewhat of a crisp gate. Gate.
That was quite good.
That was good. Except for
the.
Sorry,
you didn't join in, but I was sorry.
Do you want to explain to the listeners?
I've spoken a lot. You.
Oh, okay.
You do it.
So you had me, myself, some of my friends from work
myself.
Me, sorry. So
there's 2 of you.
So we had Jason, myself, and some friends who you know, and a few who you didn't, but you seem to get on well. And because we have quite recently moved into this house, we thought that we'd break it in with a little bit of a house party.
Yeah, it was fun.
So we had 6 or 7 of us here drinking, having a good time. Did we play Ride the Bus?
We did. Yeah.
Yep.
We all cheated because it's funny to cheat because it really pisses you off on that.
Yeah. You were cheating. Now I remember that. Anyway, and some fucking idiot, probably you actually, you're always the person who starts stuff, just said, "Oh, you know what I really fancy right now? A packet of crisps."
No, how it actually started was...
I thought it was my turn to talk.
If you're going to spit lies, I might as well come in here and tell the truth. How it started was I said out loud, "What's the best crisp?" And then we got into a heated debate to where we got to the point where we sent off the one person who couldn't drive, because we hadn't been drinking that, some poor lad on his bicycle down to the shop.
Joe.
Would I call him Gary?
You called him Gary for most of the night, I think.
Basically
But
Gary.
his name's Joe.
So we sent Gary off to the shop, and he spent, 30 odd quid?
He spent £27 because
crisps.
he took someone's card
Yeah,
who was still here, and he
Yeah.
could see on his mobile app.
Yeah,
He'd say, what the hell? He spent £27 on crisps
Crisps. Oh, he
from
had
just
to-
a local corner shop.
He had like a children's bank account, didn't he? Without a sort code and account.
Yeah, he did.
We ripped him for that. So they ended up, we all devoured £30 worth of crisps, and it was
basically,
my idea of heaven.
So basically, he must have cleared out the
I reckon
entire stock of this poor corner shop.
because it was a village shop, isn't it? It's what
A
it
village
is.
shop,
the
so
only shop in the village.
It isn't like it's Morrison's or like
No.
a big supermarket. So he probably bought all their stock, and then we thought it would be a great idea to get a massive salad bowl
Yeah,
and just empty all the crisps in there.
that was magical. That was probably the highlight of my life.
Fair enough.
I don't know what you're laughing at.
Yeah, personally, I didn't like that as much because I knew that I'd have to be tidying it up in the morning. That's why I tried to
helped
steer
you
the
tidy it up.
conversation.
Oh, and
Did
I
you-
stayed over that night, didn't I? In my new bedroom.
Oh, you did? How'd
I
you
did.
find that?
I
Did you
love
turn the
fact-
fan on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you turned it on.
Did I?
Yeah, you helped me turn it on. Because me and you were messing around with it for about 5-10 minutes.
Well, okay.
Yeah. You
I don't remember
do you?
that.
Great.
I may have been very drunk. I don't know. I can't remember at that point. Yeah, that was fun.
It was very comfy, and it was fucking boiling, but having that ceiling fan was delightful. It was like being in an air-conditioned room.
Except
Magical.
not as good.
No, so I got my dick out and started, copying it. That's what I was doing.
Trying to match the
Trying
oscillation.
to match the speed. And I ended up jizzing all over it, so...
Well, that explains a lot. Anyway,
Moving on.
what else is,
Macron's tantrum spectacularally backfires as France sends ambassador back to Australia.
Jason's just reading the news that's on my computer. We're not going to talk about that. We're not qualified to
There's
talk
a
about that.
nonce
You know
there.
what we are qualified to talk about?
That nonce?
You mean Prince Andrew? You know what? I'm going to take this down because you can't be trusted to derail the show. Anyway, what else has happened? There was a fuel shortage in this country. Talk about that.
Lots of scaremongering and panic buying, and pathetic old people who had 3/4 of a tank felt like they needed that extra 20 quid.
So basically what happened, my understanding is that BP put out a press release or a tweet saying that they didn't have enough HGV drivers.
Yeah.
Right? Now, literally almost every big company in Britain has a lack of HGV drivers. So that is not unusual.
Especially me.
Yeah.
I don't have any HGV drivers. That's fucking awful, isn't it?
Anyway, so that in of as itself is perfectly normal. And then because it's BP and because obviously they do our petrol, when the media reported that, it then scared some very gullible and silly people into going and buying up all the fuel. So even though there wasn't a fuel shortage, actually, one was created because people saw on the news BP are short of drivers, and the idiots, who, as you say, had 3/4 of a tank and didn't need any petrol, drove to the petrol stations, filled their tank, started filling up, shopping bags. Did you see those photos?
Yeah.
Literally supermarket plastic carrier
Repulsion.
bags and water bottles and everything. And that actually did cause a fuel shortage.
That is such a fire hazard as well, isn't it?
It's going to leak because most of those supermarket plastic bags have little holes in case their kid puts it over their head.
Yeah.
So that would just be leaking in their back seat.
Yeah. Did you actually get any fuel? Did you? You don't really drive though, do you?
I did get some fuel. I couldn't get some fuel when I wanted to get some because of the bastards. But when I went, it was sort of on the tail end of dying down.
Yeah.
So I only have to wait for 15 minutes.
I had 15 miles left last Monday, and I only queued for 10 minutes and got some. Then I need to get some more today, and there was absolutely no queue today. So.
Yeah. So again, just a big storm over nothing.
A big go fuck yourself to all the idiots and fake news and scaremongering bastards and Boris Johnson.
Sweet connection telling you to go and fuck yourself.
That's good. So, what else is...
Did I get the saying right?
Get the saying?
Did I say go fuck yourself, or did I say...
I think you said go fuck yourself.
Oh, right, okay. You go for that. I'm a bit rusty. We haven't done this in a while.
What else has happened? Oh, you must have seen on the news those people who were gluing their hands to the highways.
Oh.
Insulate Britain.
Oh, those... Oh, yeah, they can go fuck themselves as well.
I'm sorry? You
No,
only get one go fuck yourself.
I overrule you. They get
Alright.
a triple go fuck yourself. Play it 3 times, please, Editor-in-Chief.
Sweet connection telling you to go and fuck yourself. Sweet connection telling you to go and fuck yourself. Sweet connection telling you to go and fuck yourself.
You know what?
That's you,
And I
isn't
am
it?
actually going to do that. So that'll be 4 of those songs.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't really understand why they're getting so worked up.
No.
Because basically their goal is to just have everyone in Britain have their loft insulated. And they're going to extreme lengths where they're literally blocking highways in like human chains. And
Are these the same people that like stopped trains in London like a couple of years ago?
So you're thinking of Extinction Rebellion.
Okay.
They used to be part of that, and then they split off. That explains why they're using the same bullshit, annoying, disturbing tactics.
Yeah.
So basically, they've been gluing their hands to the pavement so that
One
you
of the
can't
vehicles that they stopped was a loft insulator. Did you read that? And they still wouldn't let them through. And he missed out on like thousands of work or something.
Did he?
Thousands of hours worth of work. Yeah. They stopped people getting to a hospital when their mum was dying.
Yeah.
All that sort of stuff. It's just
Yep.
stupid.
I saw that video.
Scum. Yeah. Just they deserve to die. Very
Yeah.
slow and painful death.
See,
What they deserve to do, is to eat the insulation and get poisoned. Because it's all like fiberglass shit in it.
Yeah.
If you breathe it in, it's damaged.
See, the thing which I've never really understood about this sort of thing is that I saw a clip. It was a woman who had super glued her hand to the pavement, right? And then undoubtedly, when there's a policeman who's trying to remove her from the pavement, he's peeling her hand off the pavement as he has to, and she's screaming like out in pain, saying, "You can't do this. Look at me. I'm in pain." It's like, you glued your hand there. He didn't glue his hand there.
What else are you going to do?
Like, this, you've brought this entirely up yourself. Surely you knew you could not stay there until you die of old age.
Yeah.
You knew that the world would not continue around you.
What if she needed a poo? That'd have been awkward, wouldn't
That's
it?
a very good question.
Yeah.
That's
Or wee-wee.
Yeah.
Or just a wee, as most people call it. Sorry.
Yeah. Most adults just call it a wee.
They should hose them down.
With
Just
what?
Like fire hose.
Yeah, but that wouldn't, like, de-glue their hand. But it'd be pretty funny,
Well,
wouldn't it?
it'd rip her off her arm out of socket and all that sort of stuff. So it's
I
pretty
don't think
much-
they're that powerful.
Of course they are.
You're thinking of, like, a water cannon, which also would be quite fun.
I'm thinking of like what the fire engines use to stop fires.
I don't think it would...
Water.
Oh, water. You know.
Yeah, the fire from a hose. From a
You know that newfangled invention? Water.
fire machine. I just
Water.
said.
Fire machine.
The hose from a fire engine is very powerful. It can kill you. It can rip like your face off.
I don't
Fucking
think...
Google it.
I'm
Fucking
not Googling
I'm
it.
Googling it.
No.
Like, you talk amongst yourself for 30 seconds.
If that says anything less than it can rip your face off or your arm off, you're wrong. That's what I'm going for.
The usual working pressure of a fire hose can vary between 8 and 20 bar. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I found myself in another of my weird situations, if you want to hear about it.
Yeah.
It
always.
doesn't involve poo, so
You shut on your arm.
I didn't shit on my arm. Basically, now, because you told some of my work colleagues that we do the podcast, I am now no longer have what's the word? Anonymity.
Yeah.
Anonymity?
That'll
Yeah.
do.
So I'm aware that some of my work colleagues may be listening to this.
And you're all a bunch of prigs.
And also, I want to say, the reason I'm telling this is that it's true. It's not my fault. That's the reason I'm saying this,
It's your
okay?
fault, isn't it?
It's not my fault, right? Basically, I went for a poo in the men's toilets, as you
That's
do.
a good start.
Right? I walk in the cubicle. There's 3 cubicles. Walk in the cubicle, and the toilet has just got a load of tissue paper in the bottom.
Lily padding.
Right? And I just thought, okay, I'm going to give that a quick test flush because I don't entirely trust that.
Okay.
And I test flushed it, and the water just rose up and rose up. It didn't overspill. It literally got perfectly in line with the bowl. Had I actually gone to the toilet, that would have displaced enough water where it would have started to pour. So I was thinking to myself, I made the right decision there. I tested it.
Never trust another man's lily pad.
But then, about 5 people came in the toilets, and I was thinking, well, I can't just get out of the cubicle now, because what if they go in and they think that I'm the one who's clogged this up? You see my dilemma. So I just kind of stood there, because I couldn't put the toilet seat down, so I kind of stood there and tried to listen for when they left. And I think it got down to, I think I realised there was 2 people in the other cubicles, but they...
What are they doing in the same cubicle?
2 people in 2 separate cubicles.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. And I was just like, I'm pretty sure they're having a sit-down toilet. So I reckon I've got a little opportunity. So very quietly, I just kind of opened the door and just ran out. And I got away with it, that was fine, right? However, we then got an email going around saying that the men's toilets were all broken and not to use them, right? And then, not on the toilet that I had not blocked, but, flooded, they'd basically put like a yellow warning tape on all of the cubicles saying, basically, don't use them because they're going to get a plumber in to fix them. Because the other 2 have also got this fault in it, right? And obviously some fucking idiot in my work building did not follow that instructions, and they actually tried to use one of the toilets, and it flooded. I went out to go for lunch. The water had come out of the toilets onto the kind of hallway bit, and was then waterfalling and dripping down the stairs.
Oh, that's like full of wee.
Like a gross slinky. Oh. Right? And then, because I had to go downstairs, but then the door where my car was, the ceiling was dripping. And there was, 5-6 people behind me, and we had to basically kind of time it with the drips, when to kind of go in and out like it was like a booby trap from an Indiana Jones film. Now I was just thinking, oh, God.
Did you ever go for your poo?
I didn't, no, because then those toilets were out of order for like a day.
What did you do?
I went at lunch, so that's fine.
Smart man.
So, but it's a good thing that I didn't go for that poo. My instincts were right. I was right to test that.
You live by the rule: never trust another man's lily pad.
What is a lily pad?
So it's where you put the toilet paper on the water before you poo to stop the splashing and when it hits your bum. You know when you go for a poo, and sometimes the water hits your bum.
Yep.
If you lily pad, that doesn't happen.
That's a game changer.
Yeah. So never trust another man's lily pad.
Brilliant.
Apart from me, I'd lay a good lily pad on you.
Brilliant.
My chest.
What else is happened? Oh yeah, I asked you about whether you wanted to go to that brunch, that bottomless brunch.
Oh yeah, I'm sorting that. Yeah.
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 Yeah, because basically had the weekend, Laura's going to literally the pub across the road, which is very handy, and she's going to a bottomless brunch with some of her mates. I wanted to actually go. I was going to say, can I just fifth wheel this? Just one boy amongst, like 5 girls or whatever. She said no, unfortunately. Well, and then I was just thinking, I really want to go at the same time as her, but on a different table. And I was thinking, who would be available to go? Because I can't go by myself. That would be weird. That I'm just sitting there drinking like 3 cocktails for an hour and a half.
So
by myself.
I put in the request for work to have a Saturday off, and in the notes I put, please let me have this off so I can go on an all-day bender with my mate.
Have they said yes to
brackets? We'll send photos.
Did you actually put that?
Yeah. Haven't heard back yet, but I haven't been in today. It's my day off.
That's the same pub which just had to pay out like 60 grand because one of their staff fell through a trapdoor.
Yeah, and also it's the same pub which used to be run by a nonce.
Was it?
Yeah. Now that nonce is in the next village.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he actually a nonce?
Yeah,
allegedly.
No, he's done time.
Confirmed.
For nonce.
Confirmed nonce.
Confirmed nonce.
110% nonce.
Nonce.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I suppose that's the worst part about that pub then is not the trapdoor falling.
No, all the
that the person who fell through the trapdoor, that sounds funny, and it is.
It was their first day.
It was like the first day.
Yeah.
And they hadn't done the right safety procedures for not allowing a giant fucking hole behind the bar. And she fell 2 meters and she cracked like her collarbone. She got like a punctured, like she was really
internal bleeding. All that sort of stuff.
Really badly hurt. She's okay now, thankfully.
Well, yeah, she's more than okay now. She's got 60 grand.
Yeah, but that does really make you think, doesn't it?
Yeah, how many holes can I fall down for 60 grand?
I'd fall down one trapdoor a year, and that's all I'd do.
Yeah.
And that would give me enough time to recover for the next one.
By the 8th year, they're like, the pattern's forming here.
Not in the same pub.
Every September, he falls down that hole and we have to pay him 60 grand.
Not the same pub. It'd be like, okay, Ben, you promised this time.
Different identity.
You're not going to... I'll just walk in with like a fake moustache, and they'll be like, you
maybe
sound
next year
very
you go with
familiar.
a real moustache.
I could, yeah.
Carry on, where you go, maybe.
No, I'd do different pubs. I'd work my way through all the pubs in my village, and then for the next town, that's more than whatever. And then I'd work my way around the entire country until I'd probably die very early through the constant repeated
The fractured
trauma.
skull bleed on the brain.
Yeah, you know. So I'd die when I'm 45, but I'd have made a lot of money.
How old are you? 26.
26. So let's call it 46. So 20 years, 20 times 60, I'd made at least 50 grand. 600 grand. First 20 years.
Yeah, of course it is.
So
Yeah.
that's 20.
10.
What did you say? You said, sorry, I clearly said 50 grand as a joke. I could see your mouth going, carry the one. 350, final answer. Fuck, you know.
So what would it be? 20 years, so 10 years would be 600,000.
Oh shit, I'm wrong.
So it'd be 1.2 mil, right? For 20 years?
Ah, I see, yeah, but 1.2 mil. I was taking the piss, but in fact I was wrong. But I wasn't as wrong as you were.
But we got there in the end.
We did.
It's all that matters. Teamwork makes the dream work.
We're not a maths podcast.
No. We're
That's
not really in any podcast, are we?
No. Anyway, do you want to play a game?
Always.
Do you want
Is
to
it
play?
who can do the best lily pad?
No. Do you want to play Would You Rather?
What are the options?
But just say yes, and then I'll put the theme tune in.
Yeah, go
But
on
you
then.
know how this fucking...
No, but you could have said, what would you rather? Yes, play the game, or no, go home. And I'd have said, I'll see you later, mate.
You're such a bastard to edit out that fucking... Anyway, moving
Right,
on.
let's do it again. Do you want to
No, I'm not doing it again. With no second takes on this show. It keeps it authentic. So then would you rather?
A year with no ears, a life with no spleen. There's no option in between. Binary choice is what we're after. This part is called Would You Rather.
So, would you rather glue your hand to the pavement or fill up a leaky shopping bag with petrol and put it on your front seat? Because your car's very nice, very flash car.
Thank you. Not right now.
So as we said, if you fill a shopping bag with petrol, undoubtedly it's going to leak everywhere, and you might possibly set yourself on fire. But you might not.
Well, I don't smoke, so...
I don't know if it gets hot enough. If you turn the heating on, it's a little bit chilly here. Now I'm on fire.
Okay.
Now it's not chilly, but I'm on
So-
fire. I've got a new problem.
Someone needs to learn how fire works, but...
You didn't even know what water was earlier, so I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Yeah. Or
Or glue your hand to the pavement.
which
on
pavement is it?
Well, okay, it'll be on like a major highway.
On the pavement or the road?
On the road, sorry. Fine, not on the road. Because then there's a
I
chance
don't
that you
wanna-
might get hit by a
The
truck.
problem is reputation as well. You either get known for being a fucking idiot by putting petrol in your car, or being known as a fucking idiot by gluing your hands to... Either way, the perception of me would not get any better. I would put petrol on my front seat.
You would,
There's
yeah?
worse stains on my front seat.
Ew. Gross. I think I'd probably do that as well. I'm not gluing at any part of my body
No.
to the road. And also, at no point did I say it was part of like a protest. It would just be you in your normal clothes.
And also, I
not
don't
even
know-
standing for anything.
No.
Just putting your hand in the pavement. And they're saying, what are you doing this for? A bet.
Yeah, and also, I don't know if my loft is insulated, so I don't want to be, sort of...
Hypocritical.
that's it, yeah. So,
And last one. Would you rather fall through a pub trapdoor or block the toilet at work? Now, I'm going to say for the block the toilet at work is because your office is quite small, so
Yeah.
surely there's one toilet?
one toilet.
Let's just say that the other toilet's not working, so all the men and women have to use one toilet.
We do only use one toilet.
Oh, even better then. So
Yeah.
I'm saying that you block it
Yeah.
badly to the point where it's overflowing with toilet water and waste in front of everyone, including customers who are in the the office.
Yeah.
Or fall through, let's say, 3 pub trapdoors.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's 180 grand, so... well, Well, the funny thing...
You don't get any money for blocking the toilet, do you?
No. The toilet
Think about
at my work is we have a running investigation at the minute called Pubegate. Because every so often there's a stray pube on the toilet. And that's already embarrassing enough. And I already know it's not me, but it could be me. It could be a beard hair. And that's already quite embarrassing enough as it is. So I would fall down trapdoors at a pub.
That's going to hurt a lot, though.
Yeah, but think of the money. I'd take losing a lung for 180 grand.
Yeah.
I'd probably sell my lung for that amount of money.
You can survive with one lung, can't you?
Yeah, just don't do any exercise. Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Oh,
It's
dear.
going to ruin my marathon training.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I'd fall down pub trapdoors.
Yeah, as painful as that would be, the amount of ribbing you would get for very publicly blocking the toilet at your workplace, I'd probably find a new job. That's how embarrassing
I reckon it would make the local news at our work.
You put it on your flyers that you put through people's doors.
Yeah. I shat myself. I'm only delivering this leaflet because I blocked the toilet.
Oh, that's good. Well,
what would you spend 180 grand on if you were in a wheelchair? Because you've fallen through a pub trapdoor 3 times.
I'd get a really flash wheelchair.
Yeah, like with engines and shit.
With spinning rims and stuff.
Yeah, and a flag.
A flag?
Yeah, let people know I'm coming.
Anyway, we're going to end the show there. So
probably best to get rid of that.
Thank you.
If you have a pub and a spare 60 grand, let us know.
Right then, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
Farewell.
So, Jason, where can you get more Sweet Connection in your life?
Well, Ben, we are on Facebook at Sweet Connection Podcast, and we're also on Twitter at SweetC_podcast. So you can give us a like or a follow.
And you can also find us on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and Podbean. So if you enjoyed the show, you can give us a rating or a review or recommend to a friend.
And if you wanted to email in a topic or a question or just say hi, it's thesweetconnection@outlook.com.
Massive thanks to CIPP and Carlyle Laurent for all of our jingles. Thank you for listening and catch you next time.
Sweet connection.